Hello, it's me, Chili. Well, I'm just here at my office and I'll be having a conversation with a special being from your universe. They will be visiting this universe and they're approaching. I couldn't tell if God is a he or a she when the Bible hasn't confirmed the gender yet. So for now, I will be sticking with they, just in case. Of course, I would say Jesus is a he because Son of God. Well, I guess here he comes and they, well, there's Jesus and then God. There he is and there they are. Okay, so I will now start with the conversation. Okay, for this to work, they won't hear me that properly if I'm just talking, so it's better if I put my hands, both of my hands, like this, so that, just like that, so Jesus and God can listen to what I am saying. I've got a lot of questions, so many questions. Alright, let me start with the first question. Excuse me, God, I have a question. This is my first question, God. So, for my first question, why are the gays and the lesbians suffering, and so are the straights like me? Is it wrong to come out of the closet? Is it wrong to stay in the closet? Should I have loved boys so that I would go to heaven? Should have they loved the different sex so that they would go to heaven? Do straights go to heaven? I don't know if straights go to heaven. Am I going to hell for that? I'm probably going to hell. Oh dear. Well, why though? Why do people label others as a devil just because of who they love? So if a girl is in love with a girl, they say they're going to hell. But isn't love a positive trait to have for a person? Isn't peace and love part of the morals? Why are they going to hell then? I don't understand. I don't even have hate towards the gays and lesbians. I accept for who they are. But am I still going to hell for being straight? Because I've heard that straights are evil. They say that straights, specifically the American ones, are labeled as monsters. Is that true? I don't know if that's true. Well, I'm straight, but good thing I'm not American. But chances of me burning in the 9 circles are still high. Oh dear. Well, I got to accept my consequences. You accept your consequences? Because I already do. I'm going to hell. I'm not sure if it's because I'm white. No, actually, I'm not white. I'm not. Maybe some um, beige or some pinkish light brown. Yeah, maybe that's my color. I'm not that sure. I could be colorblind sometimes, so I couldn't tell my skin color. Well, there it is. I hope the religious people doesn't make their own beliefs. They say that they already made a statement that the LGBT community are going to hell. I hope they don't become racist saying that the Africans and Asians like me goes to hell too. Well, that would be nonsense. What did I even do to go to hell? Probably because I'm not a human being. I don't know. Do mythical creatures go to hell? Does the artificial world angel go to hell? Or I may be an angel from a different universe, specifically worship. Do I go to hell? I'm not sure if I'm going to hell, but do I still get to go to hell even if I'm in a different universe? How does that work when I'm in WorldTube? Or probably it's a digital hell. Maybe it's the bottom tip of the iceberg. That's where I'm going when I die. I'm not really sure. There's a lot of mysteries in this universe of mine. And there is still lots for all of you to uncover, which I am showing all of you. Well, I guess that's much. Oh dear. I hope the religious people stop their beliefs and accept the fact that the boys wanted to fall in love with boys and girls wanted to fall in love with girls and people like me wanted to be straight. Huh. What a weird world it is on the normal universe. I thought it's just my universe that was weird. Well, they are kind of mean towards people. Maybe they hate love unless it's their love towards Jesus. Maybe all we have to do is love Jesus and no one else. Although Jesus is a guy, he's a male holy being. Then that kind of makes me not straight at all. But how come they accept that? How come the evil priests accept that? I'm not sure. I'm a little confused too. Huh. I'm really confused. Religion is kind of confusing to me. Do evil religious worshippers also hate Africans and Asians like me? Wait, what if they also hate girls and boys? Oh dear. What if they hate all genders and maybe they also hate kids and elders because they say dying is they hate that because it's not a good word. Do they hate the word death? I'm not sure about this mean worshippers. They are really mean, but I don't get their logic. Do they hate kids? They don't like sex though, which means they probably hate children, but they care about the children. But they hate sex because they say it's a satanic ritual to do. Do they love children? Are they okay with children existing? I'm not sure if these mean worshippers, these cruel worshippers, cares about the children when they hate sex. When children are made because of sex, but they say it's a satanic activity when sex is normal, as breeding is a part of the human features. Well, sometimes they do love children, and they also love the men and the women, but sometimes they kind of love them a little too much. Like, really much. And that's concerning. Because who would have thought that there will be a priest who would force others to get impregnated by him, or a nun forcing to impregnate a man. Wait, that's not logically right. The nun is the one who got herself pregnant just because she wants to force the guy to get her pregnant. Sometimes love is really dangerous, and sometimes it could be an assault and traumatizing. At this point, it's more of hurting than love, because contain love does not contain hurting others, forcing others. There's freedom in love. There's a moral understanding in love. So why will the evil priests and the evil nuns do such thing to breed the children and the men and the women? Why is breeding such a thing in cults? Why are breeding a thing in cults? Oh God, oh Jesus, why is breeding such a huge thing in cults when breeding is supposed to be a normal activity for two married couples to make children of their own? But there are those who shared crabs and parasites out of their vaginas and penises. This is really horrifying. It's so horrifying. why would they give them some crabs? And why are they afraid of crabs? I like to eat crabs, mostly with the what sauce? Oh, the spicy meat sauce you put on the crabs to make it even more flavorful. And then you scrape the rest of the remainings inside, and oh, they're delicious. But why are they afraid of crabs? Maybe they are eating it alive. I get it with parasites, but why are they afraid of crabs? Why are they afraid of crabs? Why are you guys afraid of crabs? When they're tasty seafood, you guys eat sushi, you guys eat sea urchins and puffer fishes. Anything is food, even I myself is food. You guys can eat me if you want to. I mean, if you're all hungry, you guys can eat me. I'm a generous being. I could be generous. You guys can eat me. You guys can eat my eyeballs, my intestine, my lungs, my heart, my, my mouth, my tongue, my ears, and my fingers, my toes, and my flesh. And then you could also scrape the remainings from each of my bones. If you're hungry, I could feed you guys my body if you guys want to. All you have to do is ask nicely. You could just say that you're hungry and you want to eat me, and I'll give you food because I'm a giving and generous being to all of you. That is right. And there. Talking about food. Oh God. How did you turn the rocks into fishes and bread? Oh wait, no, that was Jesus. So you don't wanna get the Bible up here so you get mixed up. Jesus, how did you turn the rocks into bread and fishes? Well, I get the bread because bread is like the shape of a rock sometimes. They're, they're just hard instead of soft dough. Rocks could be shaped like a dough. It's just that the dough is soft and not hard. Unless the dough is cooked and now it's hard. That's how bread is made, obviously. How does the rock turn into fishes? When rocks don't have gills and fins and eyeballs and some organs. Well, you do not question Jesus nor God about those because they're impossible. Do not question the impossible because the answers will always come out impossible to the point it won't make any sense, even if Jesus explains it deeply and further. Let's not give Jesus a hard time because he have spent lots of days and weeks and months feeding billions of people with bread and fishes, only to get bullied and cancelled by all of them. That is ungrateful for them. Why so ungrateful? You got food? Isn't that what you all wanted? speaking of food, are you guys hungry? You could go to McDonald's. You could pause this video first if you want to, and then go to McDonald's. Go to McDonald's, you could buy a burger. Yeah, buy yourself a burger. Oh, who am I kidding? I don't like McDonald's. Go to Burger King. I beg for all of you. It's better there. Go to Burger King. Buy yourself a Whopper. Or if you're on a diet, just buy a Whopper Junior. Yeah. Buy yourself a Whopper, because you guys are probably hungry from watching this video. This is a really long video. I'm taking so long. I really have a lot of questions. Just like, what else could there be? Such as, why did Jesus only serve bread but not a sandwich when you can have a tuna sandwich? Because he turned the rocks into bread and fishes. Why not just wait a minute? What if the rocks were stacked like a tower, and then Jesus is about to turn those rocks? And would it be possible that it will turn into a tuna sandwich? Does sandwiches even exist in the Bible times? I am not sure. What year is the Bible times? I'm not sure what year is the Bible times. It's really a long time ago. It's a long time ago. I have a lot of questions for Jesus and God. And Hey God, is the heaven truly made out of clouds? I mean, I understand that heaven is also a different dimension. That's why people can see it from up above, even if they're on an airplane or a rocket ship. Because you have to get there by dying. Dying is the only portal to get there. Unfortunately, if you're awful, then your death will be a portal to hell. But if you're good, then your death is a portal to heaven. And that's the only good place. Is there clouds in heaven? Oh God, I'm not really sure. Only you know the answer to that, because you landscaped your own paradise. Does day and night exist in heaven? If day and night exist, then does that mean the sun and moon exist in heaven? And if the sun and moon exist, would it be sometimes hot and cold? And if water exists in heaven, will there be rain? Because if the sun exists, there will be evaporation, and that's where rain starts. Oh dear, I'm really confused. I'm asking a lot of questions. Does God's angels sometimes go to hell as a punishment or a spy mission? What if the devils in hell are planning, what are they planning? Probably planning to make a return on earth to cause the end of the world. Maybe God's angels will send them down to get rid of them all. Well, I give them my hopes and luck. Good luck to all of your angels, if that ever happens. Why are there so many demons in hell? There are a lot. They're probably in the cave under the ground. What is above hell? Is heaven and hell in the same dimension? It's just that heaven is really up on the sky and then hell is buried under the ground. If that's so, what is between heaven and hell? Is it just ground and the sky? I'm not sure. Probably. What does it look like between heaven and hell? Do you get there by doing both good and bad equally? Maybe. I'm not sure. I am not God to answer that question. So I'll be asking God about that question. How do you get to the between of heaven and hell? And what is between heaven and hell? It's obviously not earth, because when you're dead, you're not in earth anymore. Your soul fades out of existence from the planet. So your rotting corpse is in earth, but your soul is no longer on earth. So where do they go if they don't end up in heaven or in hell? What's in the in-between? What is in between? I think I'm a little tired. Might as well take a short nap. You guys can take a break if you want to. Are you guys still watching the video? You guys can take a break while I'm taking a nap. It's okay. You could also nap as well along with me. And when I wake up, I'll just wake you all up to tell you guys that I'm back with the conversation. Does anyone ever know that their teeth and their fingernails and toenails are the only skeletal system that's exposed out of their body? Myself out of the chair until I run out of breath. The only wish that you feel is that it's your body that's hanging on the knees. You're the one who's looking for air. Oh, you thought that was gonna be me. He. billion. Because I'm angry for no reason, and watching them bleed kinda shoots my mind off the stress of doing nothing. Or doing a lot, right? Is just vacant seconds that really angers me. I don't know why. Maybe I just wanted to be angry. Easy. How long has it been? Okay. I feel refreshed now. The short nap is all I need. How are you guys? Did you also take a short nap? I'm gonna wake you all up now. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. I said wake up. Wake up. Wake up. There. Let me continue. Who was I talking to again? I do remember that I have a lot of questions, but I forgot who I was talking to again. Who was I talking to again? You know what, I mean, if you forgot, then it's probably not that important. So, who cares if I forgot? Well, so you guys, don't forget to pray, because they say we'll go to hell if we don't pray. I don't know why. I don't know why that's their logic and beliefs. Just because we don't pray. They say if we don't pray, we're going to hell. Just like that. If we just missed one session of praying, they say they'll send us to hell because they're angry that we did not pray, and they probably hate us because we forgot to pray, and they will start speaking that God and Jesus are going to hate us until death, and they'll watch us burn in the pits of the 9 circles. How sad. I'm scared of mean worshippers. They're so cruel. I feel terrified to be with them. Mostly when I'm not human, they would probably think I'm a demon, even if I'm an artificial world angel in the universe called World Tube. Well, I guess that's all I got to make about this video. So take care, don't join a cult, don't get bullied by a priest or a nun, don't make up some weird illogical stuff for religion, and don't use the Bible to make yourself a good person even after committing thousands of murders and robberies, and don't don't bully Africans and Asians and the LGBT community and the straights just because they exist. And yeah, be a good person. That's all I'm saying. And bye. That is all. Thank you for watching my video. If you like more content like this, all you gotta do is like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Until next time.